you guys? You are tuned into an all-new episode of Point of View. Happy Thursday. Y'all, we are almost there. Almost.
To my birthday.
To your birthday, yes.
Almost to my birthday.
Almost.
Amen.
Right. Almost. Tomorrow is Judy's birthday.
Yes.
But no, did you guys see that Justin Bieber, so singer Justin Bieber and his wife Hailey Bieber, they're pregnant.
Shut up.
Yes.
I did not see that.
Yeah.
Baby,
Are they like, they're newly pregnant though? Like, so we don't know where they're having yet?
No, they just announced it either this morning or last night, and it was like the cutest reveal.
I hope they have a little boy.
They're having a
Because
mini
little
Bieber.
Justin Bieber was so cute.
Right.
And you guys do the little swoop.
Right. Right.
No, for real.
Right.
Do you guys remember that commercial? Bob had a baby, it's a boy. You don't remember that? Are y'all too young for that?
Sorry.
What's going on?
Not everybody was
Okay,
lost.
Bieber's having a baby, it's a boy. We don't know that, but
You better believe it.
Somebody out there knows that one. Though,
Right?
Somebody knows that one.
Nobody caught
Tyler,
my
you just
joke.
showed your age, girl. No, y'all be showing y'all age. Y'all not even old enough for the good commercials. What's up?
What are you talking about?
We were here for the
was like
the
an
frosted
old-
flakes. It's great.
The Chef Boyardee, the rolling down.
Oh my God! Or the
Who's that for them?
Pillsbury Doughboy.
Okay, but who was the Frosted Flakes mascot?
A tiger.
Okay,
Tony the
all
tiger.
right.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
We know him.
But we have a very
Not there no more.
Is he?
I can't. I don't know. Who
my
knows?
God.
But we have a very exciting episode ahead of us, so let's just jump right into it. A middle school teacher has gone viral for letting his female students braid his hair while class was in session. Now, while some people are saying this was super inappropriate, others are saying, I don't see what the big deal is. The middle school teacher came out and said, if I was a female teacher, this wouldn't have been a problem. So how do we feel about this?
I don't see what's wrong with it.
Me neither.
Because let me tell you something. I went to school in the hood.
Okay.
Let me tell you.
Period.
Okay.
That's extra credit.
That's
Okay.
That's community service. I don't see nothing wrong with it.
Period.
You use your skills, baby, because some of them girls gonna become hairstylists. Because why were y'all prepped? I saw 3 rat tail combs.
I'm done.
And 2 edge brush.
They knew what they was coming to
prepared.
school to
He
do.
knew what.
No, but
Yeah.
them kids do go to school with edge brushes, all of that,
And he
extra
knew that,
mascara,
and he
lashes.
used that as an opportunity. That man was not looking at them no way. He was very much.
He was trying to save his coins.
Yeah, he was trying to get knock 2 birds out with 1 stone.
So what are the people saying? Like he's perverted or something?
Yeah,
Like
they're
for having
saying
the
that
kids
it's
take his hair?
inappropriate, they're sexualizing it, all of those things. But what's so crazy to me, I really don't see like the big issue with it. I understand how it could go, and I understand how we are, overly sexualized and how society is, and it just seems unsafe. But what I like about it is that he was going live while they were doing it. So this is not some secretive thing that he was trying to hide. It was at the end of class, but he had a full classroom, so he wasn't hiding this thing.
He wasn't by himself.
Exactly. And in one of the other videos, you can see, like, he is very interactive with the kids. I guess his class has like a pet iguana. Some of the kids, some of the kids are like petting the iguana while he's holding it. Like, you could tell he probably really is a really good teacher who has his mind, his focus in the right place.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of times, I remember even when we were in school, all of the time, every day in gym, at lunch, some guy was getting their hair done. Like,
Period.
No,
Yeah.
for real.
And
Like,
he was arguing if he was a female, it wouldn't have been the same issue. I mean, like an issue. Imagine all the girls that would be getting their hair braided during lunch.
Right.
Or
Me,
even
I used to get my
literally-
hair braided in PE.
I forget the teachers. I was administrative child.
administrative pet.
Yeah, administrative
Yeah,
pet.
yeah.
Because I didn't go to no teachers. I'm going to go decorate the halls for the dance. I'm out of class.
Homecoming.
I was never in class. I was the teacher's pet, the principal's pet. I remember in middle school, I literally came to school like a whole hour early to do the nails of the assistant principal.
Oh wow.
Girl, since then, that was my girl. Anytime I wanted to get up out that class, the teacher's like, "Are you coming to class today?" No, I think Dr. Peterson needs
me for something.
Yeah.
So as a mother to a daughter,
Yeah.
would if Malia came home and said, you're like, how's your day? And she's like, oh, good. We learned about math and this, and then I unbraided my teacher's hair.
Oh, baby, where's the extra credit? You started from middle school. I'm proud. I had that experience. It is nothing wrong with it. Like, he's not hiding it. And also, we need to appreciate and love on teachers like that.
Yeah.
Reason being is because those teachers that don't care about your children are the ones you need to be afraid of.
I agree.
These are black kids. Now, this is a teacher that's not saying, forget them kids, F them kids.
Yeah.
No, he's saying, I love these kids. I want to give back to these kids. I want to give attention.
Connected to the
Connect with these kids.
Yes.
Not every kid is all about the books.
Yeah, I think this is a prime example of a healthy, like, student-teacher relationship.
Yeah.
you
It's
know?
Also the end of the year.
Like, exactly.
Yeah.
School is over.
Nobody's doing work.
Okay.
The curriculum is done.
Y'all lucky they showing up to school.
Right. And
Okay.
honestly, now they're not even allowed to play the movies. Remember when we was watching?
yeah.
They're not even allowed to do that no more. So what they gonna do? Stare at the walls?
They're looking for extra things to do. Maybe make TikTok videos or something like that. Who knows?
No,
They made a TikTok video.
Honestly, and it went viral. Successful.
No,
Right,
did
right.
y'all see the
We are
girl
teaching
in
them
the
marketing.
back? Did y'all see
Okay.
the girl in the back with the glasses and the rat tail comb, and she's looking down over her glasses like she probably bought the blue magic to grease the scalp after
Oh
that.
my goodness. That is hilarious.
She knew what she was doing. I'm telling you, everybody is over sexualizing and overly sensitive. That just shows how overly sensitive we are as a community. Come on, leave that man alone. And everybody had that one teacher that they wanted to go run to and talk to and you felt comfortable with. Everybody
also,
had that teacher.
For the people who were arguing that this is inappropriate, I think they're also thinking in their mind, everybody had that teacher that you also had a crush on too.
Yeah.
So they're thinking, you're probably getting too close for comfort because what if this and that, or you're opening whatever.
What if the child has a crush
I'm
on
sure,
the teacher
I'm sure
and,
one of
and they're
those students
touching the
probably
hair?
had a crush on him.
I for sure had a crush on a teacher. His name was Mr. Bacon.
Not bacon.
You want to eat it?
Not Mr. Bacon.
I was 10 years old in the 5th grade. I had the biggest crush on this teacher. I wonder if he's watching this now.
Mr. Bacon.
I wonder.
Mr. Bacon, what's
She
up?
legal.
Right, I'm legal now.
Okay.
Legal and ready to mingle, Mr. Bacon.
Okay.
But that's probably where a lot of the frustration or disagreements came from too. Like people thinking like what they thought about their teachers and thinking they might think this about you and you're opening this door, but he also would have to reciprocate that, and he doesn't look like he's
They just doing his hair. Like, they not, like, massaging his
and
scalp.
that he
They
was
not
doing
touching
manicures,
his
too.
shoulder.
He was making them do manicures too, like you had mentioned.
That's free service.
But you know what? And they want to
You know
talk
what?
about this when he did it publicly. He's getting a lot of backlash for it. But imagine if he let a few of them come to his house after. You know what I'm saying? So they need to be grateful that this man is doing this in front of the other kids.
In the school.
Exactly.
And
But
on the
I'm
internet.
wondering, what is the school saying? Like, I wonder if he's, could get reprimanded for this or.
I don't know.
If he is going to get reprimanded, it might be because it went so viral and it's getting so much backlash, and they're probably going to go like a lot of calls and things like that,
Yeah.
like negative attention. Because a lot of the times people will go ahead and like let someone go if it's getting too much negative attention, whether it doesn't go against the policy or not.
Man, that's a black school. They don't give a damn.
Yeah,
I don't
think
know.
hope they don't let him
was
go
a lot of
for
black
it.
schools, black children, but it does low key look like maybe it's a charter school. I was trying to look at the logo on his shirt, but it's given like charter school, so maybe it's not a public
It
school.
was also a middle school because in my middle school it was public, and we wore uniforms.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So,
Yeah.
but like Janai had said, like you went to school in the hood. I went to school in the hood too, and
Me
this was
too.
the thing. Oh, did we all?
This was
No.
Okay. Dang, Judy's like,
I'm sorry.
I'm touching my
I'm
pearls.
sorry, y'all. I went to school to white people.
No, I love my school. I would not exchange my school experience. I'm still battling for my daughter if I want her to have that experience, or obviously be the parent. Gotta do better for my child.
Better is where we are. But I mean, either way, they can go to a HBCU.
Yeah.
But even for me, and I don't mean to cut you off, I apologize. But I went to predominantly black schools all through high school, and then I think my 10th grade year, a friend of mine got killed right after school. So my mom took us out of that school, and then I went to a mixed school. And even though I had, good relationships there, I hated it. Like, I really wanted to graduate and to walk with my class.
Because you couldn't relate with your friends. And stuff.
It did give me a different perspective, though. It taught me kind of how to mingle, because I was like blacker than black and black. I'm still blacker than black.
Yeah.
But now I know how to speak to people in the grocery store.
Yeah.
I'm crying.
You learned your switch. You got your switch early.
Yeah.
Right.
No, I thoroughly, and me and my fiance went to the same middle school and the same high school. We just always in this battle, like we want her to have that connection and that
that
it's
same
a
teacher's
different
giving
kind of
the
grit
students.
you get
Yeah.
in those kind of schools and going
prepare you
When
for
there's
real
a
life.
culture, there's like a culture behind it. Yeah, I know a lot of the people that disagreed also were probably thinking about students that would get molested or students that would get into relationships with teachers. Because I'm not gonna lie, I went to a school where that was also happening too. But like you mentioned, he was literally doing it in front of the camera, where
Right.
these conversations with the students that these teachers were having were
behind
behind
closed
closed doors
doors.
with no one around.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, just give them some grace. Like, it's
Yeah,
not
for
that big of
sure.
a deal.
You're not doing nothing wrong.
I've
You
decided-
just be so dramatic. Like,
dramatic.
my baby
to make
going to a black
anything.
school, y'all.
Okay. Okay.
I agree. I kind of want my kid
Because
to go to a public school too.
prom, y'all,
Okay.
is different from a black and a white school.
Mm.
I want
She
my
can go,
baby-
if that's the reason, baby, she can go to prom anywhere.
Nah, baby, she gonna fly from a helicopter.
Oh my god.
And it's gonna boom fireworks.
Right.
I
She
don't
can't go to the white people's schools because they're coming in private jets.
No, no, they're coming in a limousine. I want that. in the
Janaya want
B12.
Janaya want her child to go to the black school so she can fly in a helicopter.
Oh my gosh. Look at the corners. Oh my gosh.
I'm dead.
So do you guys think if he was a female, it would have been different?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There would be no backlash. It would just be like.
Oh, that's cute.
Right.
Yeah.
When they take
No,
out
I
her
think
hair.
it would have been worse. That's a full style.
No.
Right.
That's a $200 service.
Takes down a wash.
Right. That's a
No, Junie had said earlier, and it was funny. She was like, child labor.
right. That's child labor.
Low key, it is giving child labor because I didn't know about the manicures, and I'm like, well, what else they doing? Are they giving pedicures too?
But he
Now,
probably,
pedicures is too far.
He probably paid
That's
them
too
an
far.
extra credit though.
Yeah.
But pedicures is too far because why are children touching your feet?
No,
You
that's
like that?
nasty.
Yeah.
That's too
He
far.
wasn't doing that.
Yeah, he
though.
wasn't doing
We
that.
don't. How you know he wasn't asking them to get pedicures? That he giving
Who
manicures?
knows? But you guys, we do have to take a short break. We have so much more discussion after this. Don't go anywhere. You're watching POV. Welcome back. Thank you for sticking with us. And if you're just now tuning in, you're watching POV. So, have you ever reflected on a previous relationship, maybe when you were in love, and you thought to yourself, was I really in love? Did I not know what true love was at the time, maybe? Well, reality star Shaunie O'Neal, but now it's Shaunie Henderson. Shaunie O'Neal reflected on her previous relationship with former NBA player Shaquille O'Neal, and she revealed that she doesn't think she was truly in love. Shaquille responded and basically said, I wouldn't be in love with myself either. So, you guys, can you relate to this?
I think she's being dramatic.
You think so?
Yeah, because like how all of a sudden you're not in love with him when it's not convenient for you anymore because you have a new person now who's probably maybe showing you a love that you've never received before.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, or a different type of love. So it's like how I just feel like it was extra, like it was unnecessary, not extra. It was unnecessary for her to come out and say like, oh, I don't think I was ever in love with that man because you got kids by this man. What you mean you was never in love? Or because it's no longer convenient for you. You know, like so now all of a sudden you're not in love.
Let's unfold their relationship. When did they meet? Like they met in the 90s, right?
Yeah, I believe they started dating in the late 90s,
Yeah.
and then they got married. They were married, I think, for like maybe 9 years.
Yeah.
I think she filed for divorce maybe like 2009.
Because he was cheating.
Yeah, but it's an unfortunate situation because I feel like one, kind of going off of what you said, Junie, one, I don't think that you necessarily have to be in love with someone because you have, like kids with them or family with them, even though like, I think Shaunie was saying that about, her comment, which came from her memoir, I believe, where she was saying that, she was in love with the illusion of having a family with this person that she had kids with. And then I think too, maybe because she had a child before, she probably felt like she really needed to create like a complete family unit. But I do also believe that she was in love with him at some point, even though she may now feel like, okay, that was probably not true love. You know what I'm saying?
Or she just fell out of it.
Yeah.
Because people fall out of love all the time.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, when I reflect on my previous relationship, my first boyfriend, like I was like, oh my gosh, like he was my first love. I was so in love and this and that. And then when I got into my last relationship, which was I'm not in that relationship anymore, I was like, oh wow, that was kind of a little like kiddie. Like it was for, I don't know what the reasons were, but I know my mindset was so young and like the smallest little things impressed me when they were just like general things, like basically bare minimum things, you know? Until I met my ex and he was doing things for me that I was like, wow, maybe this is like true love, though it wasn't because we're not together. So maybe, sorry, I know I'm like going in circles.
No.
But because maybe Shaunie is in a relationship with Pastor Henderson, and maybe he's showing her like a love that she didn't even know existed, didn't even know she deserved or was tangible.
She got
and
a
then
good
she's
man.
reflecting, and she's reflecting and saying like, dang, like it wasn't like, it
I
was
had a terrible man. I had a
I
terrible
don't
man because
think
Shaq
it was
was also a
terrible.
basketball player at the time.
Yeah.
He was very much, famous
Not
outside,
a terrible man, but he was a young basketball player with money.
So he was, doing what, young athletes do when they were
Right.
together. So maybe he's not the same. Maybe Shaq is not the same man that he once was. That's probably why he made the comment like, I wouldn't have been in love with me either at that time because I was a totally different person than who he evolved to now. You know what I'm saying? So she got a different version of him, and now she's moved on to this pastor man, Mr. Henderson, who is probably, a much better man than what she experienced with
well,
Shaq.
hopefully he's not shushing her.
I'm done.
Oh my God.
Just like that. Just like that.
Right, no. Hush.
If you guys want to know the insider, catch yesterday's
Not right now.
episode on YouTube.
No, but I really think I don't like to hear people being shameful of their past, being shameful of what they go through. It's because you would not,
Grow
if
through.
if you never went through those things, you would never appreciate what you have today.
Yeah.
So if she never went through what she went through, she was very much well in love with that man.
Okay.
You cannot say that.
Okay.
You were with him from the 90s till what?
That was her man.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
And then you married him.
Right.
Right.
And y'all live a
just
happy
because
life.
It's a different level. Just in stages, what you do when you were a child to a teen to an adult are different levels and different stages.
Yeah.
So that level of love was adequate at that time. This level of love is adequate at this time. But it's so distasteful and shame and not very nice, especially now that you have children with this man, to denounce that level of love and denounce him and how and put shame onto that relationship because you're in a new stage in your life.
She could have just been quiet.
She could have just been quiet.
She could have kept that
and that's
comment.
not even just for her. I just think that across the board for everybody. Because you cannot say your life was oh, crap and trash and all of these things.
Because who knew Shaunie?
Who knew
we
you at
only
that
knew
time?
Shaunie as Shaq's wife.
Exactly.
Or Shaq's woman.
And he has brought you to so many levels. Yes, what he probably did back then wasn't right, but at the same time, to say you were never in love with him is extremely distasteful.
I kind of don't agree with that, because she was more so saying that she didn't think she knew what true love was, you know.
But that your true love as a grown woman now and her true love back then is not the same definition.
No, I'm sorry.
No. Well, my point was going to be, for example, let's think of people who get kidnapped. And I cannot remember what the terminology is, but people who get kidnapped and then they fall in love with their kidnapper or their hostage, you know, because they're and then they think they're in love, but it's because this person has entrapped them and manipulated them, and they fall in love with this person, and when they get out and experience the world in love, they're like, no, I was actually like not in love. I was, you know, being
that
manipulated.
wasn't love at all.
It wasn't love at all. I was being manipulated. I think this is a case of something more
she
so
was
like
manipulated by the money and the fame and everything that Shaq had.
No, I don't think it was that.
So what was it?
I think it was maybe she
why she stayed
allowed
through the
herself
cheating?
to be manipulated because she wanted to have a complete family unit. And she probably felt like because this man is not a terrible man, maybe he's gonna grow through these, you know, growing pains of fame and having all this money faster than he did. And that's probably why she waited it out, as a lot of women do, because when someone does something wrong to you and then they apologize, that love is blinding sometimes to make you feel like, you know what, maybe they do love me and they're probably not gonna do it again. And then 6 months goes by and you don't hear about anything, but you don't know he's been out every night that he had a game up until then. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sure she probably had her breaking point at some point, but you know, I don't want to invalidate how she feels or her obligation or responsibility to be able to tell her story, however that felt to her. But I also think that now, because maybe she is with this pastor and now she's experiencing the love of Christ, that's a whole nother kind of love. That's a whole nother reservoir for love. That's true unconditional love, where you're gonna weather the storm and you are loved according to what the Bible says. So once you experience what the Bible's definition of love is, you're gonna be like, oh my God, I've never known love.
Yeah,
I say that all the
I
time.
agree.
Yes, I 100% agree with that. But yeah, there's a difference between like being in love with someone and having love for someone too.
Yeah.
I think she still has love for him, because even in Basketball Wives, when I would watch Shaunie and Shaq interact, you know, they had like a really good co-parent like relationship.
Yeah.
They were like homegirl and homeboy, honestly.
And
that's
grew
how
up
it should,
together.
That's how it should be.
Oh, okay, that makes a lot of sense. But you could tell Shaq would always be like, so like, you know, what
Because
you
he
doing
played too
tonight?
much.
He do
Just
play
like a man.
tonight. He a
He
big
play-
kid.
He
Right.
let a good thing go, because at the end of the day, even though he was the name, Shaunie is a mogul and a movement and a powerhouse of a woman in herself. So I'm sure as much as he's helped her and he was able to get the money through his talent, I'm sure she helped him to be able to allocate
Multiply
that money
that.
different ways. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sure they do have a friendship through that.
I think Shaq, based off of the comment that he made, like, oh, I wouldn't have been in love with myself either. I don't know where he's at now, but I feel like he has like some, what's the word? No, some, not self-hate, but something going on, you know.
Like resentment towards his old self?
Maybe, I'm not sure, because remember that episode that we did a while back when he basically had revealed that he doesn't tell secrets to women because he feels like they would just put it out there and like.
Oh yeah, wasn't he on Club Shay Shay?
Yeah.
Was it that?
Was it Club Shay Shay? I can't remember. I cannot remember.
Somewhere he
He's
was.
done
The
so many
You're looking
episodes.
for is toxic.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. I don't know if it's something within himself that he's just like, I'm probably not like the best person, or I wouldn't be in love with myself either. It's like, dang.
No,
Like
but
he
I don't
knows what
know.
type of person he was then.
was, yeah.
They do
You know
say
what
when
I'm
a man
saying?
show you who he is, believe him.
No, when anybody show you who they
Okay.
are, believe them.
Yeah.
The first time.
The first time.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think
Yeah.
that also we have to understand and give grace to the fact that there is a difference between conduct and character. And when you're young, you're going through these things, sometimes you don't have the capacity to have that strength to really act in your character, and you're doing all this wrong conduct.
Yeah.
So I feel like even him being able to say, hey, I probably wouldn't have loved me then, is him like really being like a real big guy, a big man.
Literally and figuratively?
Literally.
Right.
I know.
Literally, you know, and you know, apologizing and having some remorse for how he was. And I mean, for Shaunie, outside of her even being married now and being a first lady, for a long time, it seemed like she just been over that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure he probably has some resentment towards that because he's been dating for years and he's not married. You know what I'm saying?
And he ain't finding the Shaunie.
It's giving common denominator, Shaq. I'm telling y'all, I don't know. The man is what, 55?
I don't know how old Shaq is.
I don't know.
He is a multimillionaire. He has many streams of income. He is not worried about getting remarried. He has a great
And I'm
relationship.
sure women is not a problem.
And it's not a problem because right now he's probably not trying to rock the boat with women trying to come in and have a problem with their great relationship. He's not looking for that. He's happy. I'm actually very happy on how he responded.
Yeah.
Because that could have been extremely messy.
Yeah, that's very true.
He's just like, look, you right.
He said, me too.
I was pretty trash.
He said, me too.
They were very big of how they approached it.
Yeah.
She just now realizing she don't want the love of the world. She wants the love of the Lord.
Very
she
true.
is A-okay with that.
Yeah, and I love that for her.
Love
You know,
that
I
for her.
really, really do love that for her. Yeah, like having the love of the Lord, like, or like having, then again, I'm not going to say all pastors are like this because I've seen some relationships with some pastors where, you know.
Pastors might not be pastoring at
Right,
home.
the pastor don't be pastoring. Hopefully this pastor is pastoring and treating Shaunie with all of the love and, you know, care that she deserves.
She's
But that's
sticking
all she
beside
get.
him.
This is the only hit she get. Don't come at Shaq like that no more.
Aw.
That was it.
No.
She was venting.
That was it. You
Let
got
her
your one
vent.
hit.
Let her cook.
After this, you being messy.
Oh my gosh. But you guys, we are running out of time. Catch us back here tomorrow here at Afro TV. Bye.